everyone, I'm Krystal. I just thought it would be nice to actually be able to put a face with my campaign um, and to really tell you guys a little bit more about what I'm trying to do here and what I've done so far. So, I recently graduated from George Mason University with a double major in psychology and conflict analysis and resolution. And for those of you who don't really know that much about the conflict analysis and resolution field, what we do is we look at conflict on various levels. So, like, you have your international conflicts, you have your community conflicts, you have your interpersonal conflicts, and what we do is that we look at any situation that's going on, and we try to pick apart all the different factors and all the different influences and motivations and drives and emotions and just everything that kind of all gets meshed into conflicts, especially when dealing with people, because we are pretty complicated. And so, with the hope of that, by breaking everything down, we hope that we can find similarities, we can increase understanding, we can help people listen to one another in order to actually help positive change actually happen and move towards a resolution, which is what we all want. My main focus is what I take more of a research approach to it, and I really like focusing on issues around culture and identity and looking specifically at marginalized groups. My experience thus far has been I did a research study on African American women and how negative stereotypes impact our feeling of identity. And it was a really interesting study. There's still a lot going on with it, but what I did is I actually looked at a lot of the media, like how black women were being portrayed culturally, through plays, through music. Music was a really, really fun one. TV, all that kind of stuff, and with books, all the research that has been done thus far. And then I added the component of actually interviewing a lot of the girls, or women, women, on my campus. And it was really interesting because when I was talking to these women, it was really a lot of the things, like, once we got this discussion going, they were all like, my gosh, thank you so much for doing this research study. Like, finally someone can hear how I feel. Or people were, like, realizing things that they didn't even know about themselves, or talking about, like, really tough things that they've gone through. And it turned into I knew when I wanted to do research that I didn't want to be the type of person the type of researcher that was just like, tell me all of this information, and then I'm going to go off and do a paper. Like, I wanted to ask a question and actually be able to do something about it, actually be able to better the lives of the people that I'm talking to, and give as much back to the people that I'm talking to as they are doing for me. And so what we did is, the women that I interviewed and some other women I invited to join a group that we started with the help of You're Not Pretty Enough, to really kind of talk about a lot of these issues more in depth and kind of give them more of a role in, okay, so what do we do about it? How are we going to empower not only ourselves to confront these stereotypes, but empower other women who may be struggling with these stereotypes as well? And so we created a blog, and that's up on the You're Not Pretty Enough website, which is literally you'renotprettyenough.com. We try to keep it simple. We also created a video that confronted these stereotypes directly. And that work has been just amazing. That study's been going on for a year, and I'm definitely far from finished with it, but the experience has been great, and that's what's really fueled my decision to go to Malta and to continue my education. I just really want to ask more questions, just really, like, basically look at all, well, okay, maybe not all conflicts, because then I will probably be pulling my own hair out, but just really exploring, just like understanding people and looking at various conflicts that that are known within society but are not necessarily talked about. Because it's one of those things where, I feel like, especially just looking at stereotypes and how that impacts identity, that can be applied to so many different types of people, and by increasing understanding, we can truly, truly make a difference. So that is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It sounds it's a big project, but I'm ready for it. But the first step will be getting to Malta and earning my degree. So I just appreciate any help that you guys can give me. That's not just financial, that's also just sharing my message, asking questions, checking out the videos, checking out the blogs. Like, there's tons of things that you guys can do, and I just appreciate all of it. And for contributing in any way that you can, I promise to keep you in contact with all that I'm doing through blogs, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just so thankful to even just be in this spot right now. So, gosh, crying in your video is not really the look I was going for, but any help that you guys can give is truly appreciated. And let me know if you have any other questions or anything like that. So, thanks for listening.